Well, did you pay attention to yesterday's primary races? 11 state primaries, including New Jersey, were held, and unlike the predictions, it wasn't a massacre for the incumbents, nor was it a resounding victory for the Tea Party. If anything, it was a big day for women in politics. And here to talk about what you're talking about is our power panel, journalists Judy Licht and Lynn White, and advertising executive Charlotte Ann Nelson. So, what message did the voters send yesterday, Judy?
They love women, as well they should. No, the ladies did very well yesterday of all political stripes. Everyone from the moderate Blanche Lincoln to, you know, the really way out Tea Party people like that Sharon Angle. But I think the real message is that the Tea Parties think they had a great day, but it's going to be trouble for the Republicans, because the Tea Partiers are really onto the right wing of the Republican Party. And when you have a situation like Harry Reid's situation in Nevada, where a Sharon Angle, who's a Tea Partier, who really has some pretty right wing, I mean, as a Republican, I can say she has some pretty right wing ideas. You're going to see maybe Harry Reid has a chance, whereas I think if against any other opponents he might not have. I think the moderates, in most cases, except in the case of Blanche Lincoln, took a licking yesterday.
Blanche Lincoln was a surprise, was it not? And I think that that's indicative of Bill Clinton's staying power. I mean, he was the one that got out the vote down there, and I think she did pretty well and surprised a lot of people by doing that. Let's see what happens in the general election. It's a wonderful thing for women, but they've only gotten halfway now. Can they take it to the next step? And then hopefully in the next election, will there be another woman candidate for presidency? I hope so. That would be the big wish after yesterday.
I hope so. I do think it's possible to overstate the extent to which this is a victory for women. It's certainly a great day, but we have nothing like gender parity in politics. I think it's 83% of people in the House and the Senate are still men. So to the extent that there is an anti-incumbent wave, that's going to benefit women, because the incumbents overwhelmingly are men. But I was pleased to see the results, particularly that women of real quality are coming in across both parties. So, you know, one thinks of Meg Whitman or Carla Fiore. I don't share their politics, but I'm happy that we have people of real substance, not Sarah Palin.
Well, they're both very accomplished women who've succeeded
successful.
grandly in the business world. And,
do you think Hillary Clinton is the reason for that, though? She did empower women. I mean, she did break that glass ceiling, and people have walked right through that door.
I don't know if her career path is a template that matches the career path of the two women just mentioned in California.
She was a wife. I mean, the bottom line is she had a wonderful career, and I admire her enormously.
And she was a senator.
No, she did all of those things, but she was a senator after she was a wife.
But she was the president's wife.
Well, that's exactly right. But some of these other women are getting there on their own merits. And I'm not to take anything away from her. She's a very accomplished woman. But these are women who are making it because they were corporate executives, or because they've also been other state representatives, and they're working their way up. I think it's a great thing.
It does help for people to acclimatize to seeing women in positions of power, however they got there in the case of Hillary Clinton. That's why Nikki Haley is going to be important for women of color, the first Indian American woman in South Carolina to be in post. People need to get used to seeing diversity at the highest level.
She's a Tea Party pick too, isn't she?
Yeah,
she is.
And
she's the one with that cloud of affairs. Imagine that. Women having affairs.
That is the dirtiest politics I've ever seen. That's really shameful. Those two guys are both aligned with the other side.
Hey, God bless her if she did and got away with it. That's all I can say.
That's true, too.
Now we're getting down into it.
I mean, that's, you know, God bless.
That's real empowerment for women.
Exactly right. I think of all of the women candidates, though, Meg Whitman needs to have her head examined. Anybody who wants to be governor of California, you've got to be nuts. It should be a sanity test for anybody who wants to run for governor there.
Can you see Jerry Brown winning there? I think she's got it.
No, I think she's got it too.
Well, what about the other contests? The women, you said, what are the odds you're really placing that the women will, actually having now succeeded in several arenas in the primaries, will actually break through in the general election?
We don't know. It depends upon the mood of the country and what's happening then. We're a little far out to predict, but I think they've got a solid 50-50 chance.
I don't think people are voting gender-wise, right? So you've got to think that Harry Reid had a good day yesterday and is back in the game because he's now facing...
his approval rating was down around 20%, wasn't it? In Nevada, and you'd have to think he was dead, but...
And now he's running against someone who wants to bring back prohibition in Nevada, so I like his odds.
At least it's not the chicken lady.
In the moments we have left, let's talk about BP for a second. Should BP be spending $50 million on an image campaign at this moment in time?
Absolutely not. This is the stupidest waste of money imaginable, and anyone in advertising or public relations except the people who are taking the money and making it could have told them that. They should have taken whatever they spent, and it's been estimated it's something like $50 million, and given it to the fishermen, the farmers, all of the people in Louisiana and maybe Alabama who are going to be affected by this. They would have won a lot of respect had they done that. This way people, they know they're a joke.
And also, when you see that man's face on TV in this commercial, you flip the station as quickly as you can, as fast as you can. He's appalling. I mean, if anything, it's negative publicity for them. I think he needs to step aside and let somebody else.
I think he put his foot in his mouth when he talked about wanting his life back.
And 11 men are dead.
As a marketing move, I think it's extraordinary. It's both too late and too early. It's too late to be apologizing for the first time, and too early to be mounting your rehabilitation campaign. It seems like an extremely ill-advised media move.
All right, with that bit of wisdom, we leave you. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.